I'm the founder and president of CreateAbility. We help create the ability for people to live independently or work independently as possible if they have intellectual developmental issues. What we've found in our research through the federal government for the last 15 years, founded by National Institutes of Health, National Institute on Disability, Independent Living Rehabilitation Research, NIDLR, and as well as the USDA that cares about people in rural settings, we found that sometimes there needs to be something watching over the individual or supporting them when typical human servers are not available. When the DSP leaves, and only so many hours a week are they funded by Medicaid waivers, family members need to come and go. And so we needed a way to supplement that from our research. We found that people really wanted that, as long as it was non-intrusive and respectful to the individual. And we do that by simply taking security system kind of sensors, like door sensors, motion sensors, various sensors from that security industry, and we turn it around and saying, we're not looking for intrusion alert, we're looking for, does this person have the right patterns of activity? So we'll put a door sensor on their medication tray in a way that lets us know that they're taking their meds. We'll put a modified sensor in their toothbrush to detect, oh, they're brushing the right number of times per day and long enough per day. A typical day in the life would be a wake-up prompt. Imagine a glorified alarm clock where it can start out with, it's a beautiful day, time to get up, and we'll show a picture on their tablet sitting next to the bed that looks like, at 1 minute, it's a bedside table picture, digital picture frame of their family. But it's also now used as a prompting cueing device to encourage them to do the next step. We call this context-based prompting, where we'll put these tablets, low-cost Android devices, in the various areas where they need the prompting, such as hygiene is in the bathroom or kitchen area, bathing would be in the bathroom, medications might be in the other areas. Wherever they need the prompting, that's where we put the prompter. Plus, we also talk to them on their TV. What we do is we'll start out by waking them up, but if they don't wake up right away, we can escalate that to a higher level of prompt or encouragement. In other words, after 15 minutes of trying to hit the snooze, it could turn into a drill sergeant, like, get out of bed right now, you know. So it can get very escalating in its prompting and its severity of its prompting. The next step might be, let's do the morning routine. Now, as that morning routine might change on a day-to-day basis, we give the ability for the parents or whoever to remotely modify that schedule each day, so that if they have a dentist appointment one day, but nothing the next day, just a typical work day, that might change the time of day that they wake up or have to get their morning routine. But where they need support, wherever they might need it, not everyone needs everything, they might need suggestions on time to brush your teeth. And it would catch them if they put the toothbrush in the cradle too quickly, letting them know that's not long enough, you know. And medications usually come up next, followed by, after maybe it's a morning time shower, maybe it's an evening time shower, whatever, packing their lunch for the day, and getting ready to wait for either a taxi, listen for a honk, or maybe someone picking them up, or maybe knowing that we'll detect, is it raining? What's the weather today? Is it snow? Is it just rain, or what's the temperature? And then we can even help direct what they should be wearing today. Again, not everyone needs all these prompts, but they're all available. How it works in an employment setting is typically driven by a need that a DSP or various people in the staff have determined that there's an individual who's struggling in either maintaining their employment, retaining it, or they've been through many jobs for a period of time and they're just struggling with either a job coach fading scenario, it's not working for them, or staying on task is problematic, or an example of a recent brain injury might have caused this individual to forget what the various tasks are. One day they'll remember, the next minute they need some help. And that's where our technology comes in, is to cue them, detecting what they need to do, and then prompting them. How it works then is really by those stories that are, we've tried a variety of things, we can't figure out how to do this, job coaches are no longer available, what can you do to help?